So this is a series where I talk about life as somebody who's over 40 years old. It's the month of Ramadan. I'm over 40 years old. What am I thinking about? What am I doing? Some of the things I'm about to say are very, very peculiar. It's peculiar to me as I say it. I'm now over 40 and I do think about death. Before it used to be my grandparents are dying. And then it led to my grandparents are dying, my uncles are dying, people that I know are dying, through various reasons or what have you. Maybe I'm just more aware of it, or, it's just more to the forefront of my mind. So, as I was saying, it's the month of Ramadan. I'm fasting. I'm probably in the best state mentally and physically. What do I mean by that? I'm thinking about prayers. I'm thinking about doing good deeds. I'm thinking about being honest. I'm thinking about being sincere. I'm thinking about being genuine. I'm thinking about being respectful to my elders. I'm thinking about giving donation to charity. I'm certainly attending the mosque more than I ordinarily do. I'm not saying I'm not all of them things. I am, and I like to think that I am all of them things. The sun's just hitting me now, so let's just note that down. So I like to think that I am all of them things, but during the month of Ramadan while I'm fasting, I'm more so all of them things. And it's funny because all of my social media feed, if I was to die right now, if you looked over my social media feed, J-Man Can, you would see on Instagram, it's all positivity. It's all Islamic focus. It's all good stuff. I'm not saying that I don't normally post stuff like that. I do, but especially during this month, I post a lot more because it's more forefront of my mind. I feel that I'm locked in on certain aspects of my life that ordinarily I may not be. One of the things that I try and do regularly, not just because it's the month of Ramadan, is visit the graveyard where my father's buried. And that just really, really humbles me and reminds me of actually what is important in life. And are we all chasing stupid things because one day we're all going to be 6 foot under? One day having the latest car, the latest phone, all of these things are not going to mean anything whatsoever at all. They're going to be of zero significance to us. So are we all just chasing the wrong things in its entirety? Just had to do a U-turn because the road is blocked back there. Slightly annoying, but it doesn't matter. The other thing that I was going to lead on to, so some of these material things aren't relevant. I'm not saying don't have nice things, absolutely have nice things, but some of these things you start realizing are actually not that important to you when you go to the graveyard. The other thing that sort of strikes me and reminds me when I go to the graveyard is there's a book called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. I'm in the middle of reading that, and there's a lot of things in there which stop you worrying about some of the small things. It sort of like brings it into perspective a little bit about there's no point worrying about some of the insignificant small things. Like, for example, the road is blocked. It's a little bit annoying. I'm having to go round. I've just gone round one junction. There's no right turn there. It is frustrating. It's annoying. It's making my journey a little bit longer, but do you know what? It's fine. Will I be remotely worried or concerned about this next week? Not at all. Will this make any difference to me next year? Not at all. So, there's no point sweating and worrying about the small stuff. And ultimately, I'm going to be 6 foot under soon. Is there any point me thinking about or worrying about some of these trivial, very, very basic, simple things? So I do find when I go to the graveyard that it humbles me and it reminds me of actually what is important. Family, friends, relationships, experience, being grateful for what I have and helping others, donating to charity, assisting other people, having good, shockers, having good emotional relationships with people. They're so much more rewarding than chasing this, that and the other, because a lot of people won't remember some of them things. They won't actually mean anything. And it's funny because it's not funny. I sometimes think about things, and I think about specifically my granddad, my dad. Does my granddad come up in many conversations? Do people remember my granddad? Probably not a lot. Obviously I do. And then, his peers are all passing away, and then come down a generation, my dad, my father. Yes, people do remember him, but what is it they remember about him? Do they remember his car? Do they remember his house? No, they remember how he made them feel. Did he help them? Did he make them feel nice? Did he make them feel happy? What did he do? How did he make them feel? Do people remember some of the little things, the insignificant things that my dad probably worried about? No. So coming back to, it's the month of Ramadan, I'm fasting. If I was to die now, I'd be in the best position, locked into family, friends, religion, attending the mosque more often, having good, pleasant conversations with people. So what's the summary? What am I talking about? I think during the month of Ramadan, everybody's locked into their religion, but you've got to try to stay focused 12 months of the year, every single day. There's no one time which is better than another time. You should always be locked in, because death could come at any time. I know I don't really plan some of these videos. I just start talking and then just see what comes out as I flow, and I just put things together in my head. So what am I saying? Death can come at any time. Look after your family and friends. Be as honest and as truthful as you can. Don't hurt anybody. Respect your elders. Be grateful for what you've got, because, life can be quite short. And be as honest as you can.